Okay, so unless you've been living under a rock, you've probably heard about Tiger Woods and his comments he made at a press conference a few days ago after he played 72 holes, and they asked him about his relationship with President Trump for some reason. Anyway, ESPN absolutely went nuts, so let's look at what Tiger Woods said and break down what they said on First Take with Stephen A. Smith and Max Kellerman. Let's do this.
We played golf together, and we've had dinner together, and so that's I've known him, pre-presidency and obviously during his presidency.
At times, especially in 2018, I think a lot of people, especially people of color, immigrants, feel threatened by him, by his policies. He's thrown himself into sports debates in terms of race with LeBron James, with the anthem. What do you say to people who might find it interesting that you have?
Okay, so this is called front-loading a question, and this is the same thing as like when someone asks you about immigration. It's like, oh yeah, so how do you feel about mothers and children being ripped apart from each other, them crying out for one another, and babies screaming and dying in these cages? How do you feel about immigration? Like, that's called like front-loading a question, and this is exactly what this guy did to Tiger when he was being totally calm. Anyway, it's like, immigrants and people of color are threatened by everything that's been going on with President Trump. How do you feel about that? And how are you supposed to respond? There's only one way they want you to respond, but let's see how Tiger Woods actually responds.
I guess a friendly relationship with him.
Well, he's the president of the United States, and you have to respect the office. And no matter who's in the office, he may dislike personality or the politics, but we all must respect the office.
Okay, and then everyone loses their minds. Like, what did he say? It was the most apolitical response ever. You might disagree with him. You might like some of his policies. But that's not really the point. You just got to respect the office kind of thing. It seems like a very apolitical, not controversial thing to say. A pretty open-minded response to a very front-loaded question. I thought he handled it pretty well. Keep in mind, after this, it's so funny. They asked him again about this, and he's like, guys, look, I played 72 holes. I'm hungry. I want to get out of here. Now, this is how ESPN responded the next day. Check this out.
I want to say something about what Tiger Woods said.
Okay, go ahead.
It really bothers me. I am angry at what Tiger Woods.
It bothers him, and it makes him not just that he disagrees. Maybe he should have framed this differently. It makes him angry. It's so funny. Like, conservatives, I hear people make arguments all the time. Like, I just think you're wrong. I think you're wrong. But no, on the left, it's no. You're a horrible person. This offends me personally that you would ever have a belief that's different than mine. It's just crazy. Anyway, let's keep. I don't want to stop too much. Let's keep on.
In their daily lives. Mm-hmm. The president, if anything, is held to a higher standard of behavior. It is not such that we have such great respect for the office that no matter what the behavior of its occupant, we must therefore respect its occupant because of the office.
I wonder if he would respect Bill Clinton when he was sleeping with girls that were half his age in the Oval Office. I wonder if that would have been respected, Max Kellerman. Would you have been losing your mind then? No, probably not. There's the double standard and bias here is unbelievable. And I do think that obviously the president should respect the office as well. Like, I agree with that part.
No, Tiger Woods you said being slick. Here, he's being slick. We must respect the office, therefore that confers respect to the occupant. Tiger, is that what you're saying? If that's what you're saying, that is a stupid comment. I don't.
So if you disagree with me, if you even hint at that people should respect the president, that is stupid. That's idiotic. You're a stupid person for thinking that. If this was reversed at all, and this guy was a conservative saying this about someone who is a person of color, they would be fired immediately. And you just called Tiger Woods an idiot. Not to mention that it's so odd, like he can't even fathom the fact that half the country probably feels the same way or openly respects the president. And it's just can't even get to his head. Like, that's so outrageous that it makes him physically angry and upset. And he would call people idiotic for thinking that. That is, I mean, the bias on ESPN is so palpable. It's unreal.
But I don't even know if he believes that that's what he's saying.
Like, he doesn't even, I can't even believe it. Like, it's not even possible.
We don't know what Tiger Woods believes. He's Camblinasian. He's not black. When he got arrested.
What? Did you just hear Stephen A. Smith? Oh, let's go back a second. That is an unbelievable statement. The first thing he says.
Nation. He's not black. When he got arrested.
I don't even know if he believes that that's what he's saying.
First of all, we don't know what Tiger Woods believes. He's Camblinasian. He's not black.
First things first. He's not black. He's Camblinasian. That's what you're going to lead with, Stephen A. Smith? Like, the race, oh my gosh, the race bias and the race baiting on ESPN is absolutely unbelievable. Like, it's beyond me that you could open up with that. Like, well, yeah, I hear what this person's saying, but they're not this race, so we can't take them seriously. Or, you know what, they're not of this race, so they have no idea what they're talking about. That's crazy. That is racist. I cannot believe they would allow this to happen. I don't want to go on. I don't want to like say anything I'm going to regret in this video. Anyway, you guys check this out for yourself. It's absolutely painful to watch. And yeah, I hope we can reach a level of civility and discourse and get sports back to what it's supposed to be, talking about sports, amazing athletes, no matter who they are, no matter where they're from, no matter what their ethnic background is, and get back to the way that it always was. Because no one, when I grew up loving Michael Jordan and Tiger Woods and Michael Johnson, the 400 and 200, I never once was like, okay, I guess they're black, so I can't really relate to them, or I'm not going to, support them, whatever. I never saw, and then you never came to people's minds who were a fan of these athletes, and now all of a sudden they're going to try to inject race and identity politics into our sports. Can we please get away from this and show ESPN that this is not what we want to see? Like, this is absolutely ridiculous, so disrespectful and counterproductive to what society is supposed to be, what sports is meant to be, which is to bring people together for a common cause and a common goal to win and be the best. Let's get back to that. Unbelievable. All right, see ya. And another fantastic news, you can now download the Rebel app and take me with you wherever you go to get exclusive content in the entire Rebel lineup.